Flightboss, bitch. And this is another segment in the you know what I'm saying, Flightboss journey through the motherfucking sky. You know, for sure. O's, grams, airs, flights. And you know, this is what we do on a regular basis because you know what I'm saying, I don't live on 3D, so when I have to deal with certain 3D shit sometimes, I understand that there's certain beings out here that's still trying to drag me into this 3D paradigm and shit. And I just got attacked by a motherfucking being actually using a negative program, using a negativity program and shit like that. And before we really get into it, you know what I'm saying, I need you to understand that negativity, like negative, there's a good and bad in everything. Like there's a good and bad in everything. So there's a good in negativity and there's a bad in negativity. And there's a good in positivity and there's a bad in positivity. All these resemble energies. They're not nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. They're all representing energies, right? But all energies is governed under certain energy. Like, you know, the yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? Negativity is an energy that's actually governed. You know how planets, like certain constellations, is governed by planets? You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing here. Negativity is governed by the yin energy within the yin and the yang. Just like positivity is governed by the yang. But by no means yin and yang is negative or positive. It's by no means yin is negative and by no means yang is positive. You know what I'm saying? But people like to reciprocate it like that because these are the energies that govern it. Like without yin, you probably wouldn't be able to get the negative energy to be reciprocated to be called negative. And without yang, you probably wouldn't get the positive energy to be reciprocated to be positive for us to call it positive in the first place. So the yin and yang are both energy charges, but the charges that's represented by them cause different causes and effects. And on the lower end of the pyramid, we get names for them. So like negativity is just like the bottom of the pyramid. Like say yin is at the top of the pyramid. It have stumbling blocks all in between that, and like probably like the bottom of it can be reciprocated as negativity. You know what I'm saying? So but now that we got that out the way, you know what I'm saying, it's like people don't understand this. You know what I'm saying? Like people who don't resonate with like geometric science and metaphysics and shit, and you know what I'm saying, and all this kind of shit. People who are not consciously aware, people or subconsciously aware or unconsciously aware. Which if you're unconscious, you can't be consciously aware. So, which disprove there's no life after death. Because if you're unconscious, then it's impossible to be conscious of being unconscious. So there's no such thing as life after death. There's only life and death. You know what I'm saying? So when you die, then there's life again. Your energy can't be destroyed. It could only be re-energized into something else. You know what I'm saying? So like, back to me saying I'm getting attacked. I was getting attacked, and I'm not gonna name any 3D names or anybody like that or any physical terms because I mean I can do that, but at the end of the day, I don't live on 3D. I don't even live on 4D, which is the whole collective consciousness is right now. So in so many ways and so many words, it's almost like for me to even blame a specific person for the obstacle they gave me, I can't even do that anymore. Like, I go to war with entities. Like, I go to war with actual beings. I'm powerful. I go to war with actual things, and shits with powers. I don't deal with the actual physical terms of a person. So, like, I'm at a stage in my life where if it's a person on physical terms coming to make me upset, I can't even actually look at that person like and blame the person. Like the actual 3D physical term, me seeing with these two eyes in front of me and they're giving me voice vibrations and shit, and their vibrations hit my ears. I can't even actually blame that person I'm like past that. Like, I'm actually going to war with the entity that's controlling them. Because if you in the presence of someone who's opposing feelings on you, or either good or bad, like, we're going to use this negative because I just got attacked with a negative program. If somebody's in your sphere of reality being negative right now, the place I'm at, I'm consciously aware. So I'm consciously aware of the energy and the multiple beings behind that person to try to work through that person and attack me through whatever vessel that they're attacking me through, and whatever person and people vessel that they're attacking me through. You have people that could come attack you through your kids. You have people that could come attack you through certain 3D situations. People get up and go to work and get attacked at work every day. And they might take it out and lash it out on the boss and all that shit though, but that's because they're not consciously aware. If you became consciously aware and subconsciously aware, then you will understand that it's not the actual people, but it's the actual beings and the esoteric beings working through their vessel to attack you. But see, if you're not consciously or subconsciously aware, then you might be getting took over too. Like the movie, like in Men in Black and shit, like all that shit been here. These people who directed these movies and shit like that, they know what's going on. Like, to the point that they had the alien that looked like a human, whatever like that, but he was took over when they whipped his ass and opened him up. He was took over by a little ass being in there that's not even from this planet. You know what I'm saying? That's going on. Like, metaphysically, that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you're dealing with somebody who's bringing negativity to you, which I have just got it done, a person who brings negativity to me, and by me being consciously and subconsciously aware, that means that these energy beings that's working through vessels, they know that. When you become consciously aware, they become aware that you're aware. So they come even harder. Like, they come even harder. Because if you're a person who's not aware, and then you're in the presence of another person that's not aware, and y'all have some type of disagreement or something like that, then both of y'all motherfuckers have potential of being took over by an entity or a being. Now, I went to war with the indigos and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, a while ago, a couple months ago. So right now, you know, they can attack you through phones, computers, anything that's dealing with like electricity, like commercials, TVs and stuff like that. You can be, if you aware. I'm not talking to anybody who's unaware. If you a person who's unaware, 9 times out of 10, this shit ain't even gonna resonate with you. And then on top of that, you might get interested in it because something inside you is reawakening. But you still might take it with a grain of salt or treat it with the length of your arm, because in so many ways you're trying to learn it. So you're like getting on the path of being aware, but you're not fully there yet. But this video is solely for motherfuckers who's aware on all boards of the table. You know what I'm saying? All boards of the table. You know what I'm saying? And when you're aware, these motherfucking entities will work hard through people who are not aware. And if you're in front of somebody who you know they're not aware, then you have to understand that they're being took over by entities that are aware. You know what I'm saying? They're being took over by entities that are aware, and they're attacking you through a person that's not aware. And depending on your cause and effect, your action and reaction to what they're throwing onto you, how they're attacking you, is letting them know how strong you is and how to come at you next time. You know what I'm saying? So I deal with a lot of motherfuckers who's just not aware about shit. They're not even really aware about physical shit, let alone to be aware about metaphysics and all that shit. So when I try not to blame the actual person who's opposing these thoughts on me, you know what I'm saying? I try to sit back, see it for what it is, and attack the being that's inside them, or the hundreds of beings that's around them, because I know I'm being attacked, because I am consciously and subconsciously aware. So I know when I'm being attacked, and depending on my reactions to these entities is how strong or how soft and easy they're going to come at me. And once they know I'm powerful, there's only so much shit they can do anyway. Now I'm powerful. There's only so much they can do to me anyway. But I'm here for y'all right now. I'm here for y'all to teach y'all how to get consciously and subconsciously aware of these motherfucking entities, so you can know not to get upset about certain little shit. Because at the end of the day, it's just these motherfucking entities attacking you, trying to bring you back down to 3D terms. And once you get trapped back down here, you find yourself upset and stressed out about shit that holds no bearings to any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And people like to always say I'm always angry. Like I'm not always. Listen, when I talk like this, I actually enjoy it. Like, you know, hype and antsy, all that shit. Like, I enjoy it. It's because I live on Mars. I can get into details over and over again how I live on Mars. But you can be the most calmest, loving person in the world, and somebody could say you're too loving. You need to, but you might live on Venus. You know what I'm saying? But you have to work with your energies the best way you can. You might live on Venus. You might have a lot of Venus in your chart. I have a lot of, look, I'm a number 9 person, a name number 9 person, which means 9 is ruled by Mars. I'm complete. I'm an Aries sun, a Scorpio moon, which is ruled by Mars. You know what I'm saying? I have Aries in the 9th house, which I'm naturally going, because I'm a Leo rising, so I have Aries in the 9th house, which means I'm naturally going to teach. And since I'm an Aries sun, the sun is in the 9th house. You know what I'm saying? And since I'm a Scorpio moon, the moon, and I'm a Leo rising, that means Scorpio is in my 4th house. And since I'm a Scorpio moon, the moon is in my 4th house. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm emotionally at home when I'm, you know what I'm saying, quite frantic. You know, this is me. I'm in my bag right now. You feel me? I'm in my shit right now. So don't mistake me being hyped or excited as being angry or something like that. This is actually me, just me being me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I can smell, see bullshit from a mile away. That Scorpio moon allows me to see the bullshit from a mile away. And that Aries sun gonna allow me to burn right through it and speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of Scorpio suns out here. They see your bullshit, but they might not speak on it. They might got a simple and plain face and might not speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But them motherfuckers know what's going on. But they more introverted. You know, by me being an Aries sun, I'm more extroverted. So I'm going to speak on what I see. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people might take that the wrong way, but look, I'm telling you right now, don't take that the wrong way. This is just me being me. And if I'm not being me, then I'm being controlled. And I'm too powerful to be controlled. I ain't controlled up. I ain't governed from shit. I ain't even governed. Tell you the truth, fuck Aries and Scorpio. I'm not even governed by that shit. I'm not governed by shit, nigga. I done became, look, in my journey, I done became the stars. I done became the constellations. I done became the planet. I done became this universe. I done became multiple universes. And I done became a universe into myself. So I'm not governed by shit. If anything, I govern you. You know what I'm saying? If anything, like, I'm not governed by nothing, nigga. This is my land, what I walk on. I ain't controlled by nothing, nigga. When I walk out, nigga, I drive with no license all motherfucking day. I don't give a fuck about a cop. I'm not governed by no 3D laws of the land. You know what I'm saying? Look, they try to trap y'all with that shit with the motherfucking Bible. They got in the motherfucking Bible. God says, respect the law of the land. And then they didn't confuse people with the age of Pisces, with that whole 2000s and something years. They didn't confuse people with making you think the land of the law is actually their land of the law. Like, actually George Washington and all these motherfuckers and the 13 families and all that shit. They got you thinking that you have to respect their land of the law. When in the Bible ain't nothing but a science book. The land of the law, these motherfuckers not going by that every fucking day. Every day they go out here and cut down a motherfucking tree and turn that shit into some paper and put George Washington's face on that motherfucker, and then replacing it and making you think that you have to abide by that land of the law, motherfucker, they done already took over. They using our science that we taught them and made it their way, and now imposing that shit on us like that's the motherfucking law. That ain't the motherfucking law. Listen, if I want to go to the motherfucking store right now, if I want to go to Walmart right now and take whatever the fuck I please, who is there to say that that's a fucking sin? Like, you have people, like people's parents and grandparents and shit, actually training their kids to make them think that that's a sin. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. That's a sin by whose law? Who law? And then the only way they could retrace it back is to the motherfucking Bible. Well, that shit was made up. You can't trap me into no motherfucking paradigms and shit like that, man. I don't buy by none of that shit. I'm not governed by nothing. I'm not governed by the Quran. Look, I'm not governed by no Old Testament, no New Testament, no King James, none of that shit. I'm not governed by astrology. I'm not governed by education. I'm not governed by nothing. You can't teach me shit. What's a motherfucking GED? What's a motherfucking diploma? Something you can show these people's system, that you can abide by their system the best, so they can apply you with a job due to their system? Fuck all that shit, man. Listen, I'm on some shit right now where, listen, I'm fucking magical. I'm a millionaire. I'm in a motherfucking flight cave right now, nigga. I'm a motherfucking millionaire. Like, listen, I'm finna use their shit against them. Same way they use my science against y'all, because they're not using it against me. I'm not governed by nothing. But the same way they using my science against y'all, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take my shit back. We're taking our shit back. Take your shit back, man. This not their shit. This your shit. If you get stopped by a motherfucking police and he's telling you that you're not allowed to drive on these streets because you don't have insurance, take that fucking shit back. What? Listen, man. Listen, I'm not governed by none of this fucking shit. I'm on a path right now where I'm taking my shit back, my money back, all my shit back, and I'm going to go get one of these motherfucking islands and create my own civilization. My own civilization. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to be predicated based on the laws that was created for y'all. Any worldviews that was created for y'all to live on this land. The fucking land is free. When you was born here, you was born for free. But you got mothers having to pay a goddamn hospital just to give birth to your dumb ass. That's letting you know right there you're being controlled. The moment you got a social security number, the moment you're fucking fathered inside the birth certificate, nigga, your ass is trapped. Get the fuck out of that shit, man. Take your shit back, man. And that's going back to this motherfucking negativity program. Like, I got attacked by the negativity program, but I can't even be mad at the motherfucking person who opposed that on me. I can only go to war, and that's why I'm doing this video right now. I can only go to war on the goddamn negativity entity itself. And I want y'all to know that ain't nothing wrong with using a little bit of negativity. Just know what you're using it for. A person who's not consciously or subconsciously aware of bringing negativity on you, they're being controlled by entities using a negativity program. But the negativity program itself, there's nothing wrong with that. There's only thing was wrong with it is the intent behind it. And the intent that these motherfucking beings attacked me with was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That shit was wrong. So I'm going to bust up that little motherfucking system right now. But as far as the negative itself, no, it's nothing. There's nothing wrong or right with it. Just same as positivity. There's nothing wrong or right with it. There's nothing good or bad with it. These are simply energies and programs for everybody can use. Just the intent behind it is what you need to know. And the motherfucking and if you consciously or subconsciously aware, then 9 times out of 10, your intent behind it is pure. But if you a motherfucker who's unaware and unaware, consciously and subconsciously, the intent behind it, you 9 times out of 10, you might not even know the intent behind it. You might wake up mad. You might go to work mad. You might go to work and come home mad. Shit like that, and don't know why you mad, and you opposing all this negativity, and then people you around don't even want to hear all that shit. Don't want that energy around because you don't know the intent behind it, because you got took over by an entity or being that had their own intent. We even jumping into you attacking a person that you're trying to attack. That's why you got a lot of people out here that gotta apologize and shit like that. Nigga, anything I fucking do, I did that shit for a reason. I ain't apologizing for shit. If I kill you, I'm not apologizing to your family for shit. Because you got killed for a reason. You feel me? Like, ain't no motherfucker apologizing or none of that shit. Because the intent that I have behind any program I place out there is for a motherfucking reason. Because I'm consciously and subconsciously, nigga, I'm gonna go as far as unconsciously aware too, nigga. I'm not living under your terms and conditions. So I'm unconscious. All these programs and shit running from the government and all that shit, I'm unconscious to that shit. And I'm very conscious that I'm unconscious to that shit. So, hell yeah, nigga, I'm unconsciously aware too, nigga. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, man. I'm not governed by nothing, man. I'm not governed by shit. Look, I mean what the fuck I say, and what the fuck I say, I mean that shit. Nigga, I'm not fucking governed. Nigga, that's the new shit now, nigga. I'm consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously aware, nigga. Nigga, y'all ain't fucking with me, nigga. Y'all motherfuckers can't fuck with me. So y'all might as well go ahead and look, I want to let y'all know the first couple parts of the video I was talking to you, but right now I'm not even talking to you right now. I'm talking to these motherfucking beings out here. I'm not even gonna say, because right now, I just got attacked through my kid. So a vessel came, and I got little sigils and spirits and shit around my house that's protecting my house. But see, I signed contracts. Like, look, my daughter 5 years old, right? I signed a contract 5 years ago that I wish I would have looked over. I wish I would have looked over this contract and seen what was in this contract. So I signed the contract, I got a kid, and these entities and beings use my kid to be able to come into my house. You know what I'm saying? And when they came into my house, that's when they started attacking me. You know what I'm saying? But they wouldn't even got into my house if I didn't sign a contract 5 years ago and then had a kid. They wouldn't even been, but you can't blame your kid for anything. I love my